this bad boy for dinner tonight. I had my husband read the directions to me, so this is already defrosted. It took 24 hours to defrost in the refrigerator, so it's been defrosted. And it says it's going to take 1 hour and 20 minutes to cook all the way through, and not to eat raw, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and set my stove, and you have to make your own basting with this. So I'm going to do that as well and show you guys. Alrighty, let's try this bad boy. Hopefully it's good. Okay, so this is my stove, and even though it's flash green, you can feel the divots of each button that's been covered with this particular plastic. So I know in the upper left hand corner is the bake and boil, and I memorize it. Everything is called mental mapping. You do that when you navigate your neighborhood, your streets, you mental map everything. So I basically mental mapped this little portion of my stove. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit bake, okay? And my husband already preset to 350, so it should be saved on 350. And on the upper right hand side, the first button here is going to be start. So I'm going to start that. And as my gas stove is heating in this middle part right here, when it reaches the temperature it's supposed to be, it will beep at me. Beep, beep, beep. So I'm going to be listening for that as I'm creating the base for this Tofurky roast. Alrighty. For my base, I have some leftover marinade, some herb marinade. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in this glass bowl. I'll use the rest of it. And again, I'll put it on the side so I know it's not gonna spill. I've had mistakes before where I didn't pour everything into the bowl when I thought I did. So I do a couple of shakes just to make sure I got everything out. Okay, now I'm gonna put some olive oil in here. Again, on the side, and I'm just going to fill the pour. That feels good enough. Okay, and if you notice, I keep everything on one place. I have everything on a cutting board, so that way it's easy for me to find. If it's too spread out, I'm not going to be able to find it sometimes. Okay, I have some shallots over here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Let me go ahead and show you how I cut this safely. It's a trick I learned while I was going through vocational rehab with the state of Ohio. So hold please while I get the necessary utensils. Okay, so there's two ways you can do it. You can put your knuckles like this and hit the base of your knife against it and cut like that. The way I know which edge of the knife is the flat edge and the sharp edge, it's a trick. I'm not sure, they didn't design the knife for the blind. It just happened to look out that way. But if you go to the handle and you run across and it's totally straight, that's the smooth edge. That's the part that should be facing up. If you notice, if you turn that handle upside down and you run your fingers, you feel a hump. That hump is letting you know that's the sharp edge. You do not want to run your fingers on that edge. So yeah, if you go on your handle and feel down, if it's no hump and you get no type of barrier, you know that you're on the smooth side, the edge of the knife that should be facing up. But if you run your finger along the handle and you hit a barrier of a hump, you know then that that's the sharp side and should be facing down. Little trick I learned. So like I said, you can make your hand a fist and hold on to the item that you're going to cut like that. I use that technique sometimes. Or you can just take a knife and hold the item you're going to cut. And that's the way I'm going to show you today. Now I will link in the description box below a video showing me using the other technique. I'm going to go ahead and peel off the skin there. So, will it always be the greatest slice job ever? No. But hey, at least you're doing it yourself. You know what I mean? You don't need anyone's help. Okay. Now take all that and throw it in my bowl. And the reason I know, my bowl's right next to me. Okay. Now the next one, I want something acidic. So I'm gonna take a lemon, and again, take your fork, stab it where you want it, and then cut. Now with this lemon, I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the juice in there. Unfortunately, I can't see if the seeds are going in there, but hopefully, since the marinade, this basting sauce is going to be going over the Tofurky roast, it'll be at the bottom of the pan anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. And then next to, and again, I put this in order. My refrigerator is mad organized, so I know where everything is at. So I know in front of me was the lemon was a lot bigger and had a rougher texture. And I know this is my lime because limes are a lot smaller than lemons and they have a smoother texture. And they smell different. Okay. Oops, that was dangerous. And then squeeze in. Limes luckily don't have any seeds, so I don't have to worry about it. Just squeeze that sucker right in the bowl. Okay. I'm gonna take my fork and mix it. And just hope everything's mixed well. Okay. So as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna set that right there to my right. Now, per the directions from my hubby, it says to get a roasting pan. I love cast iron, so I have a couple of cast iron pans. So I'm gonna take a cast iron pan and let's open up the spatula. Okay. Let me get another knife. I just realized that this is a casing. Because at first, I'm like, this feels weird. So I'm gonna try to cut the casing off. And see if I can peel it. And this could be frustrating because you're not knowing if you're peeling the roast or but just take your time. You gotta be patient. It may take me longer to do things, but hey, I get it done. I'd rather take my time than get hurt. I've learned the hard way. Oh, you hear the oven beeping? Just let me know it's ready. I'm coming. What was I saying? I'd rather take my time and then instead of rushing it and by chance getting hurt. So, well, this is what it looks like. Okay, let me wash my... So what I'm going to do is pour the basting mixture and just pray to God it's in there. Well, I felt the roast, so I know I poured it in there, but I'm just hoping that all of it that's in the bowl is in there. And it said to, in this they cover it with aluminum foil. And in the last 10 minutes, I guess you're supposed to take the aluminum foil off so it can brown. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Let me pop the sucker in the oven. It's been in the oven for an hour and 30 minutes. So it smells good. Now for the taste test. First time trying it. Okay, so here it is. Tofurky roast. Mashed potatoes. Okay, so when I was first eating it, I was like, it's really, really good. I got a second helping, and now it's like, it's still good, but it has like this weird aftertaste. I can't put my finger on it, but it wasn't bad. it wasn't bad. So that was my first impression of the Tofurky roast.